get you caught up on some top headlines today. A Toledo teenager charged with murder in the stabbing death of another teen in Point Place last year spent a decade in prison. Lucas County Common Pleas Judge Eric Marks sentencing John Jackson Jr. to 10 years in prison in connection with the death of 14-year-old Xander Epps a year ago. Jackson, who is now 17, was tried as an adult. He entered an offered plea to a reduced charge of involuntary manslaughter last month. That's meaning he does not admit guilt, but concedes there's enough evidence to convict. Epps was stabbed at a McDonald's in Point Place in August of last year. He later died in an area hospital.